Again, guys, I just want to say thank you very much. I still can't believe I hit 1,000 subscribers while I'm here in Las Vegas. And I want to give a special shout out to my 1,000th subscriber, John Ports. You're the real rock star for getting me to 1,000. I appreciate it. You guys keep watching. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Many good things to come. Let's go kill it. You know we couldn't come to Vegas and not come to the conservatory. Bellagio does it the best. One of the most iconic properties on the Strip. When you come, you gotta check out the conservatory every time. Well, Bellagio action did not go well. In for 200, out for 0. I got absolutely manhandled. When I did have hands, everybody folded. Ace, king suited, folded. Ace, jack, folded. Cards just weren't in my favor today. Let's go get them next time. Time to pick packed up and head for home. Okay, after being card dead for about 30 to 45 minutes, I finally get a playable hand in the small blind of the ace of spades, the six of spades. Yes, I limp in, and we go heads up to the flop with the big blind, so it's blind on blind. The flop is the eight of spades, the ace of clubs, and the three of hearts. I check and he checks, so it checks down to the turn. The turn is the nine of hearts. This time I'm not checking. I just threw out a small bet of $5. He calls, and the river is the five of diamonds. I feel like I'm pretty good, so I just threw out a small bet. I don't want to scare him off. Throw out a bet of $10, and surprisingly, he raises to $20. So I'm trying to figure out what he might have, and he could have an ace in his hand. He could have two eights in his hand. He could have 8-9 in his hand. So I just decide to re-raise him, and I make it 50 to go. And at this point, after he gets the $50 count from the dealer, he says all in, and I have no choice with top pair here. I decide to call, and funny enough, he shows the ace of diamonds, the six of diamonds, and yeah, we both had the same hand, so chop chop. Okay, about 15 or 20 minutes after the last hand, I have the ace of spades, the three of diamonds. I'm in middle position. I make it $6 to go. and the cutoff and the small blind calls, so we're three ways to the flop. The flop is the 4 of spades, the ace of diamonds, and the 2 of diamonds. I'm first to act, and I decide just to check it, and it checks all the way around to the turn, which is the 6 of clubs. This time I'm not checking it. I throw out a bet of $12, and the cutoff and the small blind fold, and we take down the small pot. Okay, I know I probably should not play this hand in this position, but I have 4 of diamonds, 4 of hearts in middle position. I make it 6 to go, and we go heads up to the flop, which is the 7 of spades, the 3 of diamonds, and the 5 of spades. The big blind bets $10, and I feel like my pair of 4s are good, so I call, and the turn is the 9 of hearts, and again, I still feel like I'm pretty good. It's not too bad of a card. This time he throws out a bet of $20, and I decide to go ahead and call. The river is a little more dicey. It's the jack of hearts. This time he bets $10. I'm thinking he probably wants me to call, but I decide to make it $40. I throw out a black $100 chip and say $40. Now he goes well into the tank. After about 10, maybe 15 seconds, he does call and flips over 2 of spades, 9 of diamonds. My 4s aren't good, and he got us on the turn. I felt like I did pretty good there, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Okay, before anybody makes any crazy comments, 5-10 suited is one of my favorite hands. I know it's weird, but it's one of my favorite hands, and that's why I'm playing it. Okay, with my 5 of clubs, 10 of clubs, I just limp in. The button makes it 12, and the small blind thinks, but ultimately calls. And like I said, this is my favorite hand, one of my favorites. I'm not going anywhere, so I call. And we wind up going 3 ways to the flop. And the flop is very favorable for us. It's the queen of spades, the 10 of diamonds, and the 5 of hearts. That's right, flop 2 pair. The small blind throws out a bet of $15. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I call, and the button folds. The turn is the 4 of hearts. Now, it checks to the river. I know I should have bet here. Hindsight, I don't know why I didn't. I should have bet, and I didn't. So it checks, like I said, to the river, which is the 8 of spades. And again, I should have bet, but the 8 didn't scare me too much. And it actually checks down, and he shows 9 of spades, 10 of diamonds, and we take it down with 2 pair, 5s and 10s. Okay, this next hand, I'm decently short stacked. I'd lost a couple pots, 30 here, 40 there. I'd lost with ace-jack one time, and I pick up this hand after a good 15 or 20 minutes after losing that ace-jack hand. Okay, my final hand of the session here, I have the jack of clubs, the 10 of diamonds. I'm in the small blind. The button makes it $11 to go. I think for a second and decide to call, and the big blind calls. So we're 3 ways to the flop. The flop is the jack of diamonds, the 8 of spades, and the 9 of diamonds. Being short stacked, I only got about 60, 65 behind. I decide to shove it all in there, and the big blind folds and the button calls. He immediately flips over the king of diamonds, the king of hearts. I need some help. The turn is the 4 of clubs, and the river is the ace of spades. and we're done for this session. Down $200.
Well, Bellagio action did not go well. In for 200, out for 0. I got absolutely manhandled. When I did have hands, everybody folded. Ace king suited, folded. Ace jack, folded. Cards just weren't in my favor today. Let's go get them next time. Time to pick packed up and head for home.